Good evening, my friends, and welcome back to the next episode of Blueprince Curse Mode. In the chat today, we have Hair on Fire 907. Good evening to you, with a little wave as well. We have I Need a Better Username, has made the stream. Great to see you. Zephyronicus, good to see you as well. And Trank0007 is going to lurk here for a bit. You're always welcome to a lurk. We love our lurkers over here. Wait! This isn't infra. No, this isn't infra. This isn't infra. Blueprince Curse Mode is what I play when I've had a long day at work and I need something to wind down with. Infra is a little hard on the old noggin. Infra's a little hard on the old noggin, and we haven't played any Blueprince Curse Mode in a little while. So I'm terribly sorry for everyone who was expecting Infra today. But Blueprince Curse Mode is great fun. And if it's not your cup of tea, I totally understand. Coffee at 8 p.m. Today is election day in the UK. Not the general election, of course, you understand. It's the local election, the local and the council elections. 2 sets of elections on the same day. See you next week. You still need to get caught up on Blueprints. Okay, that's totally understandable. I need a better username. I'll see you real soon. Have a great evening. Yes, local and council elections today. Have you guys all voted if you're in the UK? You should make sure that you do. What have we got? What have we got? We've got the foundation. I think we've activated the foundation now. I think goal 5 maybe has been done. We do still want to get a burning glass. We've got some upgrade discs we can go and get, and sauna and power room. You don't think you had any local elections today? Oh, really? If you're in the UK, you probably should have done. Gallery. Yes, gallery would be a sneaky way for us to go and get some more allowance, wouldn't it? Because gallery's also free. That's kind of nice. Den for a gem, parlour for a gem. Yeah, we could put parlour here. And then, we don't mind putting a dead end here now then. Billiard room, closet, spare room. Let's take closet. I don't think I've ever seen a shovel in the closet before. That's interesting. Right. Oh, yours were on the 1st of May 2025 and don't occur until 2029. Huh. Fair enough. I know certainly in Wales they are doing they're doing the big elections in Wales. They're doing all of the synod elections. You will say this on Infra. Stauberg has terrible metro based on its official map. Just imagine combining the circle line into the northern line. It's bad enough that the northern line is basically just 2 different lines with delusions of grandeur, frankly. Because, what is it? The circle line only combines in... Sorry, no, not the circle line. The northern line only combines into one line for the sake of about 8 stations in the middle. Other than that, it's like totally separate. Getting gallery early is a bit clutch, actually, isn't it? Because we're going to be able to get some easy allowance out of this, at least, because we know the answers to these, having spent much time thinking about them. The northern line is the epitome of scope creep. Oh. Let me think. What's my favourite line? I quite like the district line. The district line is definitely a line for people who don't need to get where they're going quickly. But I do like the fact that or the Piccadilly. Now, do you know what? I think the District line's better than the Piccadilly, because so much of it's above ground, you don't really feel that kind of claustrophobia. The Piccadilly line is kind of convenient the way it kind of hooks up Heathrow to central London, but like, yeah, the Piccadilly line's pretty depressing, because also the spacing of the stations are pretty horrendous as well. You're coming out of London on the Piccadilly line, and you go... This is real niche content, incidentally. This is real niche. But you come out of London on the Piccadilly line, and you get all the way to, like, Earl's Court, and you think, this is actually pretty zippy. Yeah, we're already out to Earl's Court, not realising that, like, Earl's Court to Baron's Court is a full, like, 15 minutes on its own. And it's doing just like, oh, got someone we need to ban. Dated yearling. Ban. DLR for the win. The DLR is a nice line, you know, if you need to go to the Docklands. Actually, underrated line, Waterloo and City. That's like... It looks like such a crush. You see it on the... I accidentally skipped past the R. You see it on the news because of all the queues occasionally. That's the one on the Waterloo side. It's where they always take the pictures whenever they talk about, like, short staffing on the tube, because the queue is always really horrendous. But the Waterloo and City line literally is about 2.5 minutes between Bank and Waterloo, and the trains run like every 5 minutes. Like, it's so speedy that you really don't ever stay in the queue for very long. It's a real kind of... It's the McDonald's of tube lines. Technically, Staalbach has 5 lines, although 2 of those do a reverse branch around the central business district in order for the central loop line to use that freed up capacity. If you're not from the UK, or not at least within an hour of London, we apologise. I mean, these are hang on, room in N. These are the questions that the public really want to know, right? What is the best tube line? What is the worst tube line? Yeah. Central is... I think Central might be the worst. Okay. Ding! Good. Now we just need to find a locked door and we can get some more, stuff. We've got JetNet Dev in the chat. I was in London once. I don't understand how the same line goes different places. Well, it's kind of like a bus, because the lines... Well, no, valid question, to be fair. Valid question. The line defines the platform within the station you're standing on. But the trains can go to different destinations. Yeah. So, when you stand on a platform, with the exception of just a couple of stations, when you stand on a platform, you're standing on a Piccadilly line platform, or a District line platform, or a Circle line platform, right? And then the destination the train is going will tell you which branch of that line that train is headed down. But it's the platform that determines the line. So as long as you're standing on the right platform, you know that the train you need will go there. So it's kind of like the opposite way to most train stations, right? Because most train stations in the UK, You need to find your destination on the board, and the destination will tell you then which platform to go to. Whereas it's the other way round. You know which platform you need to go to, and then you're waiting for a train which is going to the destination you want. Northern Line is baffling to tourists. Walk through Euston and wait. As someone who hails from Boston, I can understand that a line doesn't equal a service. There we go. Should we take this corner? How do we feel about a dead end here? No, we don't really want a dead end here because we already took a dead end here. I think we would take Nook, though. But Nook only has one key. Is this the point where we want to go back to Parlour and get 3 more gems? Or do we want to wait on that backtrack? Ugh. No, I think we backtrack now and we take our 3 gems here and we work our way northward now. Okay, what do we have today? We have, there is only one true statement. The gems are in a box with a false statement. There are 2 true statements. Well, if this were true, both of these must be false. Well, this one would become false, obviously, and this one would be false. The gems are in a box with a false statement, meaning the gems are in a box with the only true statement, which would be this one. So that does kind of work. Now let's say if this one is false. That means this one necessarily has to become true. There are 2 true statements, which means this one has to be true. The gems are in a box with a false statement, which magically also equates to this box. So there we go. In a way... Oh, cool! We get our trophy out of the pocket dimension. Man, that does mean that curse mode has been going on for a lot longer than I was expecting it to. Avoid transferring between Green Line trains at Bolliston as an incredibly tight curve which results in a ton of loud noise. See, now this is the kind of insider info you need if you're going to be visiting Boston. Is Boston hosting any of the World Cup stuff? Because the US is expected to get quite a few tourists coming over this summer. It's about to start, actually, isn't it? The World Cup. I don't know. Oh man, I'm dangerously close to revealing how little I follow football. Keycard system. So, we change offline mode to unlocked. Confirm, confirm. Back, back, back. Log into network. Give me a... Give me a laboratory experiment. Give me a laboratory experiment that sets my steps to 40. Come on. Like, I think I'll be happy with today as long as we find a locked door that we can put room 8 into. But if we can get a good experiment, then brilliant. Gain a key, set your steps to 40, or permanently add to your allowance. Oh. This is kind of awkward. Because drafting a hallway from another hallway... Drafting a bedroom causes me to lose steps. Drafting a hallway from another hallway is kind of hard to do. So maybe we're going to need to spend it on whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. Those aren't terribly common. But I guess we'll go with it. Or... every bedroom you draft after your second. So we've got to draft 3 bedrooms. We've only got 7 steps. Every bedroom costs steps to draft. Now I think it has to be this one for us to have any chance. So we'll start there. We'll start there. Okay. We have Polarith in the chat. Go Sport, says Hair on Fire. Polarith, curse mode. Evening, Mr. TDF. Good evening to you, Polarith. Good to see you here. Isn't the tube where the heat from the trains are slowly increasing the ground temperature around the stations and causing air temperatures to creep up slowly over time? Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if that is actually a thing, but, you know, it sounds plausible enough to be true. The World Cup is using the combined American global football fields that's about an hour southwest of Boston. Okay. Drawing room is neutral. Den gives us a gem, though. So let's take that one. We really need to find a locked door. Ah, quest bedroom. That'll be nice. Give us 10 extra steps. That definitely helps stave off defeat here. Right. Onwards. Well, of those, I think a pretty clear decision there. East Wing Hall will take my key. Bedroom. Bedroom will take a step, but then I'll get a step back. Yeah, go on. We've failed many times on these runs because we don't prioritize holding our keys strongly enough. Okay, let's take key 8 here. Key 8 does not fit? Really? Huh. Does key 8 have to be used on rank 8? That's weird. Like, the only time we've ever used it has been on rank 8. I didn't realise there was a restriction on it, to be honest. Well, good thing we did keep this key, then. Probably a good idea if we take drawing room, isn't it? To give us more options here. But... huh. Commissary, storeroom, chapel. Commissary for some goodies, please, would be excellent. Sledgehammer would be brilliant. And... oh no, we can't afford either of these. Shoot. Maybe we should have picked Sleeping Mask first. Yeah, okay. Right. Roommate key does not fit. Maybe we're not going to get a super easy... oh, yeah, of course. We coat-checked telescope. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. We need more planetariums, though, don't we? Given that we have got no keys, we would take hallway now. Boiler room gives us a power source. Yeah, okay. Okay, are we going for it? Are we going for laundrette power again? The heat sinks in and doesn't come out again as quick, so it's slowly cooking into a clay pot. Oh dear. It doesn't sound ideal, does it? Okay, and we're going to leave that one undrafted because there's a chance we use it here. Now we have got a shovel. So do we have anything down here that we can dig? I feel like we're not having, like, the most efficient run this time. But, you know, it does happen occasionally. Right, here we go. Which way do we want to go first? Probably, I guess, to the right first. So, here we go. That symbol is different for the observatory, isn't it? That's weird. I wonder if that must be the update, mustn't it? Well, there's no point drafting anything which isn't... yeah, we don't have any dice. Maybe we should have tried to get some dice first. But yes, observatory. We will take 26 stars so far. Ooh, gems. Clavis the key and a farmer's apple. Plenty of gems. We need to get something really expensive to set our steps to 40. But to be honest, at this point, I'd be happy to take Laundrette and call it a day, with our telescope safely inside the coat check. Yeah, okay. Laboratory is going to be better than dark room for us here. I don't think there's any reason to go into the computer, though. Come on. Okay, office will set our steps to 40. Yeah. Office will set our steps to 40, and I think that's probably better than putting archives out right now. So we'll go and do that. And from the office, we can spread gold in the estate. Good. So now we have plenty of time to backtrack if we want. And we could backtrack to commissary here. Let's see what we draft from this one. Oh, do you know what? Garage to get the 3 keys. I'm kind of all over that. West Wing Hall, though. Oh, no. West Wing Hall will cost me the key. Garage for the keys. Yeah. Having plenty of keys. I'm down with that as a plan. Right. Oh, and we have car keys. I didn't even twig that obviously we had those. Lockpick kit. That is going to be very beneficial for us. Now, we're just hoping that we don't kind of run into dead ends. Right, which we could very well do, to be honest. Now, observatories here. We didn't take coat check yet. Right, a little bit of money. Do we have any money here? Yes, a little bit of money here. That is going to be enough to be able to buy us a... Well, it's the perennial question, right? Sleep mask or running shoes? We've already drafted 2 bedrooms, though. So, probably running shoes are slightly better, because we don't really... Ideally, we don't want to have to backtrack to old bedrooms to use. Although we could have got 5 steps basically straight away from bedrooms, this also gives us +2. But yeah, no, we're doing well, we're doing well. We just need to make sure that we don't dead-end ourselves here. And admittedly, this could absolutely happen right here. East Wing Hall is better than Chapel here. So that just used us 2 keys. Well, no, because we used a lockpick kit for that. Right. Kitchen is going to cost us some money rather than a key, which is probably better. We can afford a banana. We might... it might actually just be worth taking the banana, because we want to backtrack so little in this mode, right? I don't remember if we activated the foundation or not, actually. You got some good, solid, deep work done to this soundtrack today. It'll never get old. The Blueprint soundtrack is very good, and it's very ambient, right? Like and it's quite contextual because it's still currently playing the music associated with the boiler room power, isn't it? I think. 33 degree right is tight for modern rolling stock. City Hall Station and New York Subway, generally considered very tight. And that's about 150 degrees. Oh, 150... Wait. That's the radius of curvature, is it? Oh, yeah, that's a 33 feet radius of curvature. Or 150 feet radius of curvature, I guess. Cloister of Mila. Find an extra item in each bedroom you draft from this cloister. Now, Cloister of Mila gives us 2 exits. It uses almost all of our gems, but it sets our steps back to 40, which is kind of nice. I think we take that. I think we take it. Ah, a nutritious turnip. Perfect. And a brick. That is less edible. So we've got 2 doors. Let's take the one which goes closer to the foundation first. Yeah, pantry from these, I would say. Okay, now we want to make sure that we're getting... pool. Yeah, I would take pool from here. Because if we can get pump room, then we get some really good stuff. And a key. Lovely. Nah, we did activate foundation. We did activate foundation. Okay. What I need to do, I need to update this then. Beep, 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 beep. So, now that we've activated the foundation, travel with the basement key. That's really the next goal there, isn't it? Okay. So, those are kind of degenerate cases to each other. This is rank 7 still. Ah, no. Ooh, I would really rather not have done... That's not ideal, drafting in the dark here. But do we really want to draft right at... Spreading keys throughout the house is... I guess it's fine. Use our last gem. Or... Oh, well, Dark Room will cost us our last gem anyway. Oh no! No key card for us. Well, okay. Well, we've got 4 keys. We can go down to Nook and hope to find a key card, because we do have the steps for it. And see if we can get a utility cupboard, right? And I think that's probably more sensible than trying to randomly use our keys for progress there. Because the yeah, we want to go back via bedroom, right? Oh yeah, classic. You don't have the key card. Yeah. Like, what do you mean you don't have the key card? I'm just wondering, is there anything we can do with the outside room here? Like, is there anything we can do with the outside room? Trading post, right? Trading post would be a pretty... Trading post would be an option. Yeah. Alright. Hit me with some things to trade. Shovel for compass. Key 8 for secret garden key. I am actually quite tempted by that. Car keys for compass. Sledgehammer for compass. Magnifying glass for salt. Lockpick for vault key is kind of interesting. Running shoes for vault key. Microchip for ivory dice. Microchip for coin purse. Well, we'll trade the microchips away because we don't need them. Coin purse for compass. Fine. Compass back for coin purse. Let's do let's put my compass down, and now what do these guys all offer me? Car keys for battery pack. That means if we get a broken lever, we then have the power hammer. And we don't need the car keys anymore. Lockpick kit for vault key, running shoes for vault key. Kinda want to keep those though, not gonna lie. Kinda want to keep those. And we don't even have the gems for magnifying glass for salt. We could try that out. Salt for 2 gems. That I would actually take. That I'm actually going to take because we've got no gems. Okay. Cool. Not bad. We didn't get the thing we want. We didn't get the key card. However, if we can find workshop, we have a fairly reasonable chance at a power hammer. If we find pump room, there's other interesting things we can do. If we find utility cupboard, we can just turn the lock off. So that's no worries, right? And we got 2 ivory dice. So let's see what we can draft. Okay. Let's take this workshop and we'll see, because there might be a lever in it. And there's a re-roll up here for utility cupboard. Metal detector. We traded away our magnifying glass, didn't we? We traded away our magnifying glass. Ah, it is. It's magnifying glass and metal detector. Oh man, that sucks. Man, that sucks. Fine. Ah. This game is the worst sometimes. Okay. That really was classic. That really is classic. Okay. Maybe we can trade back to get... There might be a way... Sad trombone. Womp womp. There might be a way to trade back to get the magnifying glass back. Now here, we are going to use both of our re-rolls. Utility cupboard. Sauna I kind of don't hate, because at least it makes tomorrow easier. But, nah, we're going to do one more... Oh, 20 extra steps to start with is pretty good. No. Utility cupboard. Come on. Planetarium and call it a day. Probably, right? Planetarium and call it a day? But we're not going to call it a day... Oh, we've not upgraded this at all. Okay, fine. We're not going to call it a day right yet. Because we might as well go back to the... Oh, hello. Like, we might as well go back to the trading post and see if we can trade all of our stuff away. If we can get a broken lever, then that means there's some stuff we can do. Shame we don't have a weights room. Or if we get a magnifying glass back, there's also some stuff we can do. Hey, shovel for magnifying glass. Okay. anyone going to offer me broken lever? No. Okay. Shovel for magnifying glass. That seems like a really obvious thing to go and trade for in this situation. So now we need to go back, make the burning glass. We can hit that dynamite up. And I think there's... No, I don't think there's a more Jai box in there. I think maybe there's an allowance token in there. We can also light the tunnel up, which is kind of fine. Unfortunately, we don't have the tomb available, and we don't have the chapel, so we can't do those. And we don't have coat check, which is also a shame. But, you know, you can't have everything, right? But yeah, so burning glass, tunnel, tomb. Well, we wouldn't have been able to get tomb, because the only way we got this was by yeah, having the trading post anyway. Now, there's nothing that we can light in any of these rooms. Yeah, no, there is not. There is not. Okay. So it is, I think it's just the tunnel and the trading post. But that's fine, you know, because there are some permanent upgrades to be had. Yep. Better back away. Oh, upgrade disc. Handy, handy. I'd forgotten that was there. These coins don't respawn, but I don't think there's much point us picking them up, but... Well, hang on. Do they stay there if we don't pick them up? Because there's not much else we want to... Yeah, I thought it was an allowance... No, we got the allowance token out of the more Jai box, didn't we? Yeah, okay. So, just an upgrade disc. We can use the upgrade disc in security. Let's go and do the tunnel first. But yeah, hey! Couple of permanent upgrades on day 60. That's not a bad run. That's not a bad run. We will deposit 1 coin into the bank, because you never know when that's going to come in handy for us. Man, this is really dark. Okay, so we can add tunnel to our drafting pool. Which, if we can find that... So that has at least 1 more Jai box in it as well. Here we go. So what room upgrade are we gonna get? Spare room. Spare bedroom, spare green room, or spare hall? Let me think. So this is the one that you got to upgrade twice, right? Now, spare bedroom makes nursery slightly better, doesn't it? Spare green room is basically just going to cost us gems. Yeah. And spare hall... there are options, but then again, on the other hand... So spare bedroom, we know it morphs. So this upgrade tree's got 2 sets of upgrades to it. So you've got spare master bedroom, spare ladyship's bedchamber, and spare servants' quarters. So these ones will get you like extra keys or extra steps or whatever. But what do you reckon spare green room and spare hall are going to do for us? I'm kind of tempted to take spare hall, because I'm sort of thinking, what are the best? Because this gives you a spare version of like the best bedrooms in the house, right? So spare green room, like would that become like spare cloister, spare courtyard? And then this one, what, like spare foyer, spare great hall. I don't know. I think I'll take the hallway one, just because it kind of seems like the most interesting option. Do I have any idea when I'm next planning to start a new game series? Itching to see me give Lorelei a go. So Lorelei is going to be on the schedule, for sure, after we beat Infra, and we are pretty close to the end of Infra. Definitely, definitely. I don't think there's anything else we can do, so I think we're going to go back to Planetarium and call it a night, though. The plan is that we're going to play the Stanley Parable after that, and then we'll do Lorelei. But Lorelei might be a little bit scary to do on stream. Maybe I need to do that on record. I need to have a bit of a think on that one. We'll call it a day here. Call it. Because playing like Echoes of the Eye, you guys get to see me after I've edited it all up, after I've had a little bit of a break or a rest. This is day 60. Prosaic Villa. I actually don't know what that word means. Okay. Right, continue. So I don't know, if it's too scary, maybe it's actually better for me to like record that. But yeah, so what have we got on at the moment? Well, Silk Song is quite a long game. Echoes of the Eye, that's going to be coming to conclusion fairly soon. Then we've got on Wednesdays is The Artisan of Glimeth. That seems like quite a large game. Like I'm people tell me that they've got like 800 puzzles in or something. I think I'm like something like 250. So that might end up being quite a long game. And then we've got the Nancy Drew games on Thursdays. Fridays is Talos, which I guess we're about halfway through. So yeah, like the schedule's pretty tight at the moment. But yeah, start with a nice quest bedroom, I think. That'll be good. Oh, and a little magnifying glass to start us off. Okay. Yeah, the schedule's pretty tight. There are a couple of games, though, that are coming out very soon that I'm also really interested in playing, too. Yeah. Why don't we take Spare Hall, given that... Oh, no, Security Runner... Yeah, given that we've got no keys, let's take Spare Hall. Why not? Kitchen Commissary Den. Take Commissary, now grab our money. And do we go out to the outside room? I don't think so yet. Yeah, so within May... Or no, wait, hang on, no. So Dimhaven is coming out in June. That's a big one that I'm really looking forward to. Like Shovel and Salt Shaker is probably the most efficient use of the money. And probably is the way to try and get steps most effectively. The other one that's coming out in May is Map, which looks thoroughly good fun. I think storeroom for the key, the gem, and the money, right? Yeah, Map looks really great fun, and that's coming out in just a couple of weeks' time. So probably look to play that as well. But yeah, Lorelei is definitely on the shortlist too. It's just, you know, These games are all so big. These games are all so big. Spiper! Good evening to you. Always a pleasure. Hope everyone's doing all right. You're so hyped for Dimhaven, though you fear it's going to be pushed into Q3. Well, you know, these things arrive when they might, right? Given that I have a shovel, I don't hate going and doing the outside room on the off chance that Root Cellar is available, because we've already got the shovel. I forgot to pick up the first of the microchips. Never mind, that's on me. If we get trading post, we'll only have one microchip for it. Shelter is kind of interesting, isn't it? But no, I think Root Cellar. And let's start digging, because we've got Salt Shaker and we have the shovel. Okay, we get coins. More coins. A key. I'm hoping for food. Yes. A +7 turnip. Perfect. Even more coins. And more coins. So we could go back and get the sledgehammer from the commissary then, if we're willing to spend the extra step. Okay, and then we will continue our trek northward. So it cost us 2 steps, but I think getting a sledgehammer's worth it. We're not going to drop a coin in the fountain right now. We'll risk it. We'll risk the wrath of Fortuna. Sledgy. Okay, spare hallway. 304. Can't afford that one, unfortunately. Well, bedroom or nook? They're kind of very functionally similar in this context. I'll take nook, because if we get nursery, we'd prefer to have bedroom in the pool still. Kitchen, parlour, den. Den's the only one that points in the correct direction. It also happens to give us a gem, which is kind of nice. There was also a chance for a chest spawn as well, which unfortunately we don't get. Foyer gives us hallway doors are always unlocked. Which is kind of nice, because it means that hallways effectively just cost you 1 key. Uses both of our gems though. I think it's... is it better than Passageway in this context? It only gives you one. It only gives us 1 exit. I think actually... I'm going to look real dumb if half of these are locked, but I think Passageway is better here. Let's see. Right, we'll take Parlour. Right, to get the gems. And we'll take the gems straight away, because we need the gems to be able to draft effectively. Okay, here we are. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. The white box is true. Well, if the white box were true, and the gems are in this box, then this one must be false, and the gems are not in this box is not true. So that's a contradiction, so that doesn't work. So the gems are not in the white box, which means this one is false, and this one is false. So this one is true, meaning the gems are in the black box. Okay, 3 gems is super handy. Utility cupboard here would be great. Ooh, how do I feel about coat check though? No point for patio. Drawing room is gem neutral. I mean, maybe coat check for the ticket, because the chances of us coming across an observatory are reasonably high, but maybe I should save that for later when it's more... Oh, on the other hand though, the patio is going to have like loads of dig spots available, so actually maybe patio is the correct play there. So we get like one of our gems back. Oh. No food. No food. Okay, fine. Never mind, never mind. Security darkroom corridor. Let's draft corridor. It costs me a key, but at least I know that door is unlocked. Nursery. Okay, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Reasonably happy for that one. And it's going to give me the lucky rabbit's foot, which gives me a greater chance of finding the items. What does the telescope do again? The telescope gives you... it doubles up any observatory effects, and if you go to the planetarium, you can permanently upgrade the planetarium using the telescope. So it is quite powerful if you can get the planetarium placed. Kitchen, bunk room, bedroom. So here's a bedroom, and it points in the right way. But that's going to work out very nicely with the nursery. So back up to 13, and we're pointed in the right direction again. Courtyard, dining room, chapel. Courtyard's got a couple of dig spots. Dining room doesn't give me anything yet. Courtyard, though, gives me a couple of dig spots, and it might have... Nah, it's probably not going to have gems in it. Oh no, that's not a good sign. That's not great, because we don't have security or the utility cupboard yet. An old nail. Okay, here we go. 19 steps. We've got to get something that points north now, though, so it has to be pantry. Okay, 21 steps, heading towards the foundation. Hallway's going to use up our last key. But I think it's got to be hallway, right? Now, something that hooks north. Can't catch a break with this. Okay, workshop. Can I see what workshop's going to offer? It's going to offer a battery pack, which again puts us one broken lever away from having some pretty good upgrades there. Let's draft this one. Observatory, coat check, chamber of mirrors. Unfortunately, these are all dead ends. Observatory might give us Clavis, though. Except we don't have a gem. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, that's not good, is it? Okay, we'll take chamber of mirrors. I don't think there's any point even going in there to push that button. I think we have to go through workshop and hope for something good. You think it's too rare, the telescope? Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Ha! Ha! Oh dear. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it then, isn't it? That's it. Okay, look, we've got 19 steps though. Yeah, so what we are going to do is we are going to... Man, I just never seem to find key cards on these runs. You know? But yeah, with 19 steps though, we are certainly going to go and drop a coin in the fountain. Because that is real min-max behaviour. Bonk! And we're going to call it a day right there. Call it, call it. Womp womp. Day 61. Okay, save and continue. Apparently, Botan Annie solved curse mode. Blind, first time, solved curse mode in like 9 days. Oh, but then again, she also got to room 46 for the first time on like day 14 or something. So let's pick this up first. Here we go. What do we get here? Corridor, spare hall, quest bedroom. I'm gonna do it, right? Quest bedroom is an absolutely fine one to start with, and it's going to give us a key card. Right, that's it. I'm calling it now. This is the run, chat. This is the run. Planetarium, bedroom, hallway. We'll take hallway because we've still got no keys to lose. And then Nook, parlour, office. I think we take parlour for the gems. And then we'll take this. Now, do we go and do outside room now? We don't have any, we don't have the shovel, so root cellar's not great. Schoolhouse is kind of a bit meh unless we get the tasty apples in the observatory. I feel like we don't do the outside house yet. I feel like we see what we need and then we decide whether we trading post or schoolhouse or whatever. The empty boxes both have true statements. The blue box has a true statement. This box contains the gems. So, the empty boxes both have true statements. If that were true, the blue box has a true statement, which means this one must be false, except this would have to contain the gems for the blue to be true. So the blue, I don't think, can be true. The empty boxes both have true statements. Because if that were true, this is one of the empty boxes. And if that were true, that makes the white one true. And so this would have to be an empty box. So no, it's not true. This is false. The empty boxes both have true statements is false. The blue box has a true statement, is therefore false. And so therefore this one must be true. Is that it? If that must be false, that becomes false. So then this one is true and contains the gems. The empty boxes both have true statements. No, they don't. The empty boxes both have false statements. Good. Okay, so let's take this one next. Spare hall, I think, is fine. I don't really want to do nursery here because this leads me to only having one exit. So let's do spare hall. And we get a key for our trouble. Isn't that nice? Pantry is fine. Gives us some money, gives us some steps. And observatory is very nice, because this can give us a whole bunch of stuff. We're at 29 stars. So what's it going to give us? It's going to give us gems. It's going to give us more of those. That's 4 rooms, isn't it? There's apple. Ooh, and a pair of chests. This is 4-door rooms, which would include weight room if we get the power hammer, which would be kind of handy. But let's try and get the power hammer first. Like, at the moment, I think I'd be pretty satisfied with just... Can I get to the antechamber and then ride the foundation elevator down to open up the basement, to be honest. Nook for a key seems quite reasonable. And then on this side... Nursery, kitchen, wine cellar. Yeah, given that I've got the money, kitchen for some stuff here. What do we get? Bacon and eggs. Add a morning room to today's draft pool. Sounds great. I don't think we need the bananas just yet. I think we'll save the money there. Let's use the key. And yeah, courtyard I think is fine there, right? Or do we take corridor, because we have no keys and corridor's always left unlocked? So is this our ticket into the foundation? Let's go. Rumpus room, that gets us a decent amount of money as well. So very nice. I don't think we need to talk to Alzara. Now, yeah, okay, we've got one exit. Oh no, we have the key card. We have the key card. The difficulty is, where's our antechamber? Where's our antechamber going to come from? You know? We've got 24 steps. Should we be backtracking by now to go to the Nook already? Or do we just keep going from the foundation? I guess we just keep going. That's locked. So if we can find secret garden, clutch, right? If we can find secret garden, that would be ideal. Secret garden key. Office, laboratory, bedroom. Office, we can spread money. Laboratory for an experiment, but open an antechamber door I don't think is an experiment we can do yet. But to be honest, laboratory experiments are incredibly powerful, and we haven't used a remote terminal yet, meaning that we can use our remote terminal for something else. So what's our options? Spread dirt, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. That's not bad, because we have put a couple of hallways down. And is it each time you eat an apple? Like, locked trunk, that's a little bit, because we don't have the sledgehammer. And then when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps. That kind of seems pretty terrible. So each time you eat an apple, gain some keys. Like, I'm sort of fine with that. And do you know what? If we go and put schoolhouse outside, that could be ridiculously good. That requires a lot. That requires a long backtrack by this point, though. Okay, go. Electric eel aquarium. It's a power source. Costs a lot, but the other 2 options are red rooms anyway, and we want that laundrette. Oh, that cost a lot. That costs a lot. Hello, my eely friends. And we have the broken lever. Right, we don't have anything else that we need for it though, but... Laundrette. Oh, shoot. Fine. So that's locked, so we are backtracking back to Nook right there. Man. Okay. This little maneuver is going to cost us 10,000 years. Let's have a club sandwich. That'll help us. That'll ease the pain slightly. Okay, grab a key. Now is the debate. Do we go back to Aquarium now? Like, without dice, I think the answer to that is no. Right? Because yes, we want Laundrette, but we have no way of trying to entice the Laundrette to turn up. Pool is pretty nice there because Pump Room is effectively a permanent upgrade for us, and Sauna really helps us out tomorrow. So yeah, I'm kind of happy to take Pool. That's locked. And that's locked. So would I rather be on the wing or would I rather be in the centre? I think I'd rather be on the wing. Ha! Morning room, right? Get 2 gems. Tomorrow start with an additional 2 gems. Yeah, that's got to be better. Okay. And it's a set of car keys. Now the car keys could get us Secret Garden, and if we can get to the... if we can get to a garage. Of these options, like, none of these are brilliant for me right now. I mean, Ballroom lets us go and draft a load of stuff with impunity. Ouch, free north lever, what a shame. Yeah, like, it would have been good, but we got no way into the antechamber at the moment. I mean, maybe you're right, maybe that's a mistake, maybe that was a mistake. But unless we found another key, we would be stuck anyway. I think, yeah, maybe Ballroom. Because, yeah, that's going to cost us an extra gem there. But now we can draft using those gems. Sauna's quite nice, but Workshop... It's kind of hard to pass up Sauna, actually, isn't it? Okay, so it cost us 1 extra gem, but it means we start tomorrow with more steps, more of everything, right? Now that door's locked, and that door's locked, so we're going back down to hallway now. Oh, hey, coupon book. Oh, I only had 4 gems anyway. Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. I tell you what, if we do happen to randomly solve the chess puzzle, getting armory would not be a bad shout. That would not be a bad shout. Having said that, I'm thinking... What is it? Yeah... It's office. The hard ones are office, study, ladyship's bedchamber, and throne room to get the kings and queens, isn't it? Like, it's not impossible. It's not impossible for us to get that solved. Right, yeah, we're all the way back down here. Oh, of course, I don't have a key and I don't have a sledgehammer. And we never picked up commissary. Nursery, library, chapel. Well, it's kind of got to be chapel, right? Because everything else is just like the end of the run. We'll get some money over here. That's something. Commissary sledgehammer would be amazing. And I do see sledgehammers in there. Okay. Good. So we take sledgehammer. Because now we can crack these crates open in the entrance hall. And I think we want to do that first because we've got the... Hang on, we've got 9 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9. Like, as long as we find... Oh no, wait, we don't have a shovel, do we? So we would, like, really desperately need food. Hey, Space Emotion! How you doing? How am I finding Dare mode compared with regular mode? You assume it's a very different challenge, otherwise it's just replaying what you already know. So this is Curse mode rather than Dare mode. I only tried Dare mode once. Dare mode seems really hard. Yeah, we need dining room or similar. Curse mode, it's a little bit like, if you ever played Inscription, it's a little bit like playing Casey's mod in Inscription. In that it's like, if you really like the drafting and making the drafting work as the primary gameplay loop, Curse mode is a really great mode. And, you know, yeah, I think it's quite a fun mode. It's a real challenge for sure, because the with the main game, you reach a certain point where all of your upgrades synergize so strongly with each other that drafting becomes more like a procedural thing. Like, it's you can kind of get to the point where you can go where you need to go and you can draft what you need to draft, and there are all various upgrades and items which change the rarity of this, or it changes the frequency of that, and so forth. So the drafting becomes very highly manipulated in the base game eventually. Whereas Curse mode, I think, takes you back to that go and get to room 46, but puts a real challenge on the drafting, which I think is really nice. So yeah, so I'd say it's a little bit like playing Casey's mod. Let's pull it. West Wing Hall sounds good, because then we can get garage here. And I think, yeah, entrance hall. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what we can get. Nursery would have been great, except I didn't have the gems for it, and I don't have a shovel. That's a little bit of a shame. That's a little bit of a shame, because maybe if we'd done this in this order, we'd have had the gem to pick up nursery. That would have given us the 5 steps we needed to maybe make a difference. But as it stands, yes, we've got car keys. I don't think that's gonna give us what we need. Bedroom would have been a shortcut back. Yeah, but bedroom would have also cost us a step. I don't know. Yeah, so we can use garage, but we're going to run out of steps now. Would we have got the secret garden key? We would have done, and the secret garden key was what we would have been able to draft there if we'd got the steps. If we'd got the steps. Ah, shoot. And you know what, right? Our experiment, if we'd managed to trigger it, would have been brilliant. Because we would have been getting like 2 keys every time that triggered as well after we got the aquarium. But unfortunately, it doesn't always work out in our favour, right? So we're going to be calling it a day right there. You probably ought to go back and give it time. Yeah, I mean, I think I think it's a nice mode. Yeah. Dare mode feels a little bit more random because the dares, like, some dares basically make it impossible to complete, and some dares are a lot more reasonable. So I think I prefer... Curse mode seems to be, like, a little bit more fine-tuned to be, like, a really challenging mode, but, like, quite completable. Right. We get to start with extra gems today and extra steps, which is really nice. Let's take the spare hall, because the spare hall often has a little gift waiting for us. Kitchen lavatory nook. Kitchen lavatory nook. Let's take the key. Let's not fall into the same trap again. And planetarium closet parlour. We'll take the parlour. Get the early gems. Okay. Pick these. So, early gems over early key, I guess. We go parlour first. Yeah, 33 steps, 4 gems. This is the run. This is the run. The gems are in the white box. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The statement on the white box is true. So, if the gems are in the white box, they're in here. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Well, if the gems are in here, that means this is a false statement. But this can't be a false statement if it contains the gems. Well, yeah, because that would then make it true. So that doesn't really work. So I'm pretty sure the gems can't be in the white box. The statement on the white box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Makes me feel like the gems are in the blue box. So let's run that. If the gems are in the blue box, that makes this false, it makes this true, and it makes this true. Which works. Yeah. That's if this is false. You know, if this contains the gems. Like, if the black one contained the gems... Well, then, if this were true... No, I think it's got to be the blue one. I think it's got to be the blue one that contains the gems, right? So the gems are in the white box, right? Yeah, because if the gems were in here, the statement on the white box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems, meaning that if this was true, that must be false, meaning that that must then be false, which contradicts. So they can't be in here. And they can't be in here for the reasons we previously said. So they've got to be in the blue one. Okay. Drawing room, bunk room, pantry. Pantry gives us steps. Drawing room is cost neutral and gives us a redraw. Yeah. We can do that. Okay. Maybe it would have been better to leave this in the pool because it's got 2 exits. Quest bedroom, though, I think is fine. Yeah, I think quest bedroom is fine at this point. And we get the car keys. So, can we get secret garden key? Secret garden is by far the easiest way, I think, of getting into room 46. So, do we want nook or spare hall? Nook for the key, or spare hall for... Looks like, I don't know, there might not be anything. There might be a key over there. Gotta bounce. Have a wonderful evening. You have a wonderful evening, Hair on Fire. I hope you have a great evening. Okay, here we go. Nursery Planetarium Corridor. This is going to be really awkward because there is not very many ways to... Corridor is going to kick out our final key. So I think we nursery. This is going to be raw. We might be causing ourselves all sorts of issues there. At least we get a second key for our trouble. This might be going horribly wrong presently. Okay, bedroom is the only pick. Bedroom's the only pick. Now we just need something which goes straight over. Den, corridor. Corridor costs us a key, but we at least know it's always left unlocked. Den we're going to leave in the pool so that we can get 2 exits out of it later. But yeah, okay, right, the run lives on. Pantry is the only choice that doesn't end the run. Oh, thank you very much for the Prime sub, Space. I'm not sure what happened to my notification there. For some reason, the notification hasn't come up. But thank you so much for the Prime sub. I can see from your badge that it's gone through, but who knows what's happened to that notification. Do we leave the apple here on the off chance that apples can become extra delicious? Kind of tempted to. Because we might also get an experiment that can trigger. Right, bacon and eggs for morning room is a pretty good one. If we can get breakfast nook, the breakfast nook upgrade, I'd be pretty happy with that. Okay, now we've got our first option for something which has 2 exits to it. Or we take commissary, but we're not going to have any money to buy anything good. We're not going to have enough money to buy anything good yet, because we just bought breakfast nook. So I think Den, get that gem, and then we've got that extra exit. Okay, observatory. Because of the direction of the observatory exit, this exit kind of becomes slightly redundant, which is a bit of a shame. Or we take chapel, which is very kind of painful, but it gives us an exit on the other side. I think we might be needing chapel. And we just wince. We wince and we accept. I do have exactly 2 hallways, but double of 0 is just 0, but it does at least give me 10 extra steps. So let's do it. And there's often a couple of bananas, okay. Sometimes you get keys in here, which is pretty cool. Hello, hamster. 58 steps in curse mode. We're doing it, gang. We're doing it. Well, we don't have any keys. If both of these are locked, we haven't done it at all. Walk-in closet observatory. Right, this time we're definitely taking the observatory. Yeah. This one's going to be locked. Oh, no, it's not. Ooh, and we can get garage for 3 keys. I think we probably want to take garage and get the 3 keys, right? because... Oh, and I actually did get car keys, of course, didn't I? I almost forgot about that. Secret garden key. Lovely. Right. And lockpick kit. Okay, here we go, right? If we can get secret garden, like right here, if this door is locked, that's clutch, because we'll get secret garden here, open up the antechamber, boom, antechamber, get the thing, ride the elevator. We've got so many steps. Hashtag we win? Maybe? I need to have a bit of a reminder as to, like, do I need to drain the fountain? Do I need to drain the fountain or have the tomb to get to the other side of the thing? I don't think I necessarily need to, because I think I might have already moved the cart. I might have already moved the mine cart. But... we'll see. We'll see. Okay. That's a long way off. So let's not worry about it yet. Right? Gimme some of this. Keys, extra delicious apples, and ships. I mean, it's not as good as Diamond Major, but, you know, okay. Can we zigzag into there? Okay, we've lockpicked in. Showroom is hilariously outside of our price range. Hallway costs us a key, but we'll do it. Right. We just need any room that hooks north for foundation. Dining room, 100%. 100%. Right, we're in. We're in. Hey, coin purse, that's nice. Okay, now what we want is we want a locked room either here or here. Yes, yes, we gotta do it, gang. We gotta do it, we gotta do it. Okay, we don't have a shovel. We don't have anything to our name, to be honest. Okay. But thankfully, we're on the right side. So we're going to get the basement key. We've got 50 steps. This should be plenty. This should be plenty. From the foundation, do we want to go from the foundation here up to here, or do we want to try and go along the edge here? What's better for us? Some mathematician in the comments would be able to tell me. You just remembered you're in the UK. How is the new 2024 Piccadilly line trains, and how badly the old train stock affected the user experience? Do you know what? I've not been on the Piccadilly line for a while, actually. I didn't even realise they had new rolling stock. The Orange Line in Boston was using the same stock for 50 years without refurbishment. Oh, we've got a raid from Botan Annie! Thank you, Botan. Thank you. Raid! Okay, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. It's the incoming swarm from the Opossum Den. Thank you so much for bringing your community over, Botan Annie. It's an absolute pleasure to see you here. We are playing Blueprince Curse Mode, a mode that I know that you are very familiar with. We have not reached... I don't think we've even reached the antechamber yet. Last time out, we have got the foundation elevator to the correct spot. But we just drafted Secret Garden. And so that means we have the left-hand antechamber door open. So, we need to get to the antechamber, grab that key, come back to the foundation, we write it down, and I think I left the minecart in the right place. I think. You've got a raid and run, you've got a haircut appointment to get over to. Absolutely. IRL stuff always takes precedence, right? But thank you so much for bringing your community over. It's absolutely brilliant to see you all here. Welcome. Have a relax, pull up a chair. I hope I've left the minecart in the right place. So maybe this is the run we're going to do it. We've got 50 steps to play with, so everything is potentially there. I have the best voice. Thank you so much. Okay. So we were just debating whether we try and crawl up the side and into the antechamber, or whether we go from the foundation and just try and make a beeline for this here. I think we can draft this room without any kind of terrible repercussions. Okay, except that I can't lockpick it. So that's the other consideration, right? Oh, if we draft this room as well, we will be able to eat in the dining room. So that's another consideration. Although, we are at 50 steps, so we don't really need it as such. Oh. Oh, well that's awkward, because we don't have one of those. So, let's try this room instead. Ah, laundry room. Morning room is pretty great, to be fair. It gives us a couple of gems. And it starts us off tomorrow with a couple of gems. Courtyard will often drop us an item though, which could be super handy if it's a shovel. And given that we're not holding a shovel, I think... No, I think morning room, because getting the 2 gems back is going to be like super important for being able to have the flexibility on what we want to draft. So we'll take those 2. Unfortunately, we don't... do we use a key? Yes, let's use a key to hope to find a key. No, just money. Okay, do we continue to crawl up this way then? We've got 2 keys. I mean, we're going to have to use a key, right? Ballroom and showroom. Ballroom costs us 2 gems, so we're going to be on 2 gems. Boston only got those trains because they bought the option from New Jersey, New York City subway. And that system actually refurbished their stock in the 90s. You know, I've not actually had a chance to ride on the Elizabeth line yet. Everyone does rave about that one. It's kind of wild to think about the fact that, like, Queen Elizabeth is the longest reigning monarch in the entire history of the country. Because, like, I don't know, yeah. It's, got to rip up all those textbooks, because it was like, it was Victoria for ages. Yeah, okay. Ballroom has pretty low stakes, right? Because we're going to be back down to 2 gems after drafting it anyway. And it's not like it costs us anything. Okay, maybe we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it and see if we can just bypass the... We're going to go for it and we're going to see if we can just bypass the that thing entirely, right? So there's library. Now, library doesn't take any gems, so if we find showroom there, job's a good one, right? As long as this isn't locked, or we can lockpick it. Gallery coming in clutch! What? What? Gallery's coming in clutch. Oh, gallery. Okay, all is forgiven, my friend. All is forgiven, gallery. Yes, yeah, okay, you get a pass now. You get a pass. Great. So, to continue, we must go downwards. And we get our allowance token for the quest bedroom. Oh. Time to upgrade the allowance? What do you mean by that? Upgrade the allowance. To continue up, you must go down. So, back round to foundation, we ride the elevator down. 43 steps to our name. We might be doing it. We might be winning curse mode today. That would be amazing. Time to upgrade the allowance with room 8. Oh yeah, of course, of course. Well, we don't have a sort of pathway to the 8th rank, but maybe. The thing is, though, once you get into room 46 for the first time, you actually disappear, don't you? You can't go and do anything else. But anyway, okay. Here we go. We're gonna ride the elevator here. Ooh. You know, this is the do you have everything you need to take the warp core out of the thing moment, right? Should you get the popcorn out? Yeah. Wait. Hang on. Oh, we got all of this stuff to do. So I never solved this puzzle from this way round. Okay, we can get out. Do you know what? Right, okay. I had a moment there where I thought I was stuck. I never solved this one from this way round. I smashed through the wall in the main game first, and then I unlocked that later. But yeah, no, I do remember this. We've got to go and get that, don't we? So, man, we're going to use a lot of steps doing it, for sure, isn't it? So we need to go and grab this one out the way. Yeah, because that one needs to come all the way through. Thing is, though, you only ever have to do this once, which is kind of nice. So even if we do run out of steps today, but when you're outside the rooms, you don't lose your steps that quickly at all, really. Right, and now we need this one, right? I have 37 plus dining room. That's a good point. I do have dining room as well. So we should be okay. I'm mostly concerned about whether I left the minecart in the right place, to be honest. Oh yeah, right, that needs to go over here. And then... Good. Now... This needs to come back. Left the oven running? Oh, wait. Yeah, this is actually the ideal time to go and grab some popcorn if you were inclined to. Because moving these crates is a little bit of busy work. So, you know, there is a little bit of downtime in the excitement right now. At this particular moment. You got snacks and tea. You're all set. I left my water bottle downstairs, so I had my coffee, but that's sort of long since been drunk now. Okay, about there. Oh no, it's a binary. It's either up or down. You just came home from a meetup earlier than expected. You are out of oil. Used the last for popcorn yesterday. So yeah, I think all we have to do is... Yeah, we just go and we hit this up, right? Bing! Secret tunnel. Dark phase in the chat. Good morning, good evening, good time zone. Yeah, cutscene. Now with that, I don't think there's anything over here. There isn't a Morajai box or anything over here, is there? No. Sandy Heights. wits, 100 bells. We haven't worked out what that is in the main game yet. There is plenty more to explore in this game yet. It's a very, very deep game, right? I mean deep, I mean depth in the sense of complexity rather than depth in the sense of, you know, intellectual depth, let's say. Not that it's intellectually shallow, I will add that. Yeah, not that it's intellectually shallow, that's not what I'm saying at all. Okay. Boat is on the other side. Here is a thing that we can turn. And we did not move the minecart into the right place. Is that a problem? Can we solve it from this side? Because we don't need to leave it there in a permanent state. We only need to get across once, right? There are also floor plans and stuff that we can get by going here too. So... right, so that's a thing... like, we just need to get over to that tunnel, right? I don't think we need to do anything else fancy here. Mechanarium! Lovely. That's a good point, actually. Now that we have a buried floor plan now, don't we? That we can go and get. But that... so Sinar says we need the tomb then. Maybe we do? We have drafted the pool, have we? No. Or we need the pool and pump room. That's the other option, given that we have the basement key. But yeah, it adds a complication, let's say. Yeah, inconvenient minecart. Shoot. Shame not to have left that in the correct spot, right? Because we have literally been there before on the other side of that from the tomb. So okay, we move this up. Ah, well now we can't get anywhere. Yeah, okay, so we get to that one, and that one gets us over to that one. Yeah, okay, so we're not doing it from here. We're not doing it from here. Ah, minecart. So... yeah. I mean, if we find the pump room, we drain it all the way, right? Well, we drain the fountain. We drain the fountain, not the reservoir. Okay, so we're going to need to take the foundation elevator back up then. But the basement will stay open. The basement will stay open. That's the important thing, right? Now, we haven't drafted Outer Room yet, but we don't have any dice. So, there's more drafting to be done. There is more drafting to be done. We all need to be pumped up about some room. Yes. That is indeed the thing. Now, what I must do is, in a moment, take a quick break and get a bottle of water. So, key card is necessary here. We've got this one on the hallway, and that's actually the only thing we have. We only have this one exit here available. So, this could be very swift. This could be a very swift conclusion. We're not going to eat still. I will eat this banana. So we'll see, because we've got no keys. Okay. Okay. Boiler room, I'm reasonably happy to see. Because if we can get a powered laundrette, we're really cooking. We're really cooking for next episode anyway. And it gives us a second exit as well. Study for redraws. Yeah, we've only got one gem, though. Like, yeah, that's my only concern with that. We don't have a shovel, so there's no point going down for those. We're going to turn this on. And let's take this one and maybe take this one. Okay. First of all, I really need to go and get a glass of water. So, we're gonna call a 2-minute break. We're gonna call a 2-minute break. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. And I've got my water bottle with me. Right. So, what do you guys think if I get offered powered laundrette, we take it, right? We take it, right? Surely. Because even though, yes, if we get boudoir, we get the dice that we need to try and get tomb. Like, if we get tomb on the outer room, we win. You feel like that design field needs a be right back screen instead of a starting soon screen. Yeah, probably do need a be right back screen. A bear hugging an hourglass wallpaper. Do you know what? I'm gonna pitch your idea to Souffle. We'll see what she says. Powered boiler increases the chance for mechanical rooms, so pump might be more likely now. No. Yeah, we've not had the pool yet. I'm just debating, right? Like, if we get boudoir, we win. That's fine. But if I get offered powered laundry room, we would take powered laundry room, right? Because there's a chance we just don't get boudoir, and then we're just a bit stuck, right? So I think we... let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, we'll take boudoir. Wait! No, I don't have the upgrade! Oh, I don't have the upgrade. I don't have the upgrade on this game. Oh, on the main game I've got the upgrade that always gives you the 2 dice. Yeah, we get a gem. That's true. But, shoot. We kind of really need dice, right? Because if we want to ensure that we're definitely going to get... Okay. Never mind. Right. Next powered room. Next powered room. Study with 2 gems and safe would be 3 redraws outside. Yes. That's a good point. That's a good point. Study now would definitely work. Yeah. It's not brilliant, not gonna lie. That's... well... go on. Because we still have the 1 gem necessary to draft. We still have the 1 gem necessary that we would need to draft. Do we... well, we know that Laundrette is powered and takes 1 gem. Yeah. So it's one of those 2. Maybe. Ah, powered laboratory. Okay. We don't have an experiment yet. So we could certainly run that. Key, gem, or die. Maybe just immediately. Key, gem, or die. 1 in 3 chance of getting a die. We don't have a key card for the security door anyway. What we get? What did we get? That wasn't the key. We already had the key. Did we? Oh, did we not already have the key? Okay, never mind. Right. There is, of course, still a chance that we end up with the... no, we don't want key 8 here. Lockpick kit. No, that's probably going to be a furnace if it's not requires any gems. Okay, maid's bedroom. Womp womp. Yeah, well, we're going to find fewer items now, but... like, we get some steps out of it. Yeah, I think we can only get... right, so we can only do room 8 on rank 8, I guess. So we're not getting in there yet. Ah, we might be going to need to just have the dice just... without the dice, we might need to just have it, like, work for us, you know? Dice in the closet? Yeah, 1 die. Okay, there are, if I recall correctly, 8 outside rooms. So we get a 6 in 8 chance of finding the tomb here. That, I think, is pretty reasonable odds. Now, when we go down the tomb, shall we eat first? I think we probably should, yeah? We're not going to lose our steps to anything significant at this point. So let's sit down and eat. Oh, and we have boiler room. Oh, excellent. Yeah, let's have dinner. I think rerolls guarantee you different rooms at least until you've... well... do you know what? I don't know, because I don't know if it's a different rule compared to the Inkwell. Inkwell definitely seems to cycle rooms you've already seen. But I don't ever recall being shown the same room twice in direct succession. So I think it always never shows you the same 3 rooms that you just saw, at least. But yeah, like recently I happened to need to go and inkwell a very large set of stuff. Ah, apple. That's thingamywhatsit coming in for us there. Oh, and do you know what? That apple we left earlier coming in for us. Nice. Oh shoot, and another apple. Yeah. Okay, we get 1 reroll. It's over 60 steps. Okay. Goddess of Luck, let's go. Have a coin. I mean, the thing is, even 6 in 8, it is a 25% chance we're not going to see it. We've got to be mentally prepared. Oh dear. Tool shed, I guess. We don't have a key. And we don't have a key card. I mean, that's the razor's edge, isn't it? It's like, if we had Tomb, and we had a 75% chance there. If we had Tomb, we'd have won. If we had Tomb, we'd have won. But given that it wasn't Tomb, I think what we have is nothing. Because we've got a locked door here. And we've got a locked door here. A key card needing door here. And I think that's it. Like, we don't have security to be able to check whether we've missed a key anywhere. We do, however, have a metal detector now. And we have enough steps that I think it's worth doing a tour of the house. This is very much a long shot. Because it does rely on us having just not seen a key, which, you know, occasionally does happen. But unfortunately, if we don't find a key, and we don't even have a sledgehammer, so even if we find a chest, we are a bit stuck on that front anyway. But yeah, if we don't find a key, I think we're done. Okay, so into the den. Bunk room. Oh, Secret Garden spreads 2 apples into the bunk room. That's fun, isn't it? Okay. Garage. Yeah, bunk room doubles everything. Okay. Yeah, we never got commissary. but no, metal detector's not pinging anything. It still seems too difficult to pick. Oh. Oh. Ah. One successful trigger on the experiment's obviously not going to unlock all the doors with our thing. Getting into any of the other... We could get into the security terminal and literally just ask it if there are any keys kicking about. That would be a burning glass. Battery doesn't use burning glass. It's magnifying glass and metal detector. Estate inventory. There's an upgrade disc somewhere. There's an upgrade disc somewhere. Where's the upgrade disc going to be? In darkroom? Down the foundation? Is there an upgrade disc at the bottom of the foundation? Oh, is there? Oh, I didn't spot that. Okay. Well, we should go and grab that. But no, no keys, unfortunately. No keys. This is a shame. And no shovel to even go and dig for them either. Because yes, you occasionally, very rarely, can get a key through digging. There it is! There it is! You're absolutely right. Oh, wonderful. Right. Let's go and find a computer. So we need to get Tomb. So we need to get Tomb and move that thing. Here's the thing. Now that the basement is open, we do make a future run slightly easier, right? Because now that the basement, we don't need the basement key to get to the bottom of the foundation anymore. So all we need is we need the Tomb at some point to just move that trolley out of the way, and then we can just ride down the foundation and go and open up room 46 sort of at our convenience, right? So, you know, we've still made some very good kind of permanent progress in terms of unlocking that basement and so forth, right? Laboratory for a computer. Which upgrade are we hoping for today? And all of this without even ever seeing the powered laundrette still. Because if we get powered laundrette, then this becomes really easy, because we could take our 50 odd stars and just turn that into allowance, which is just ridiculously strong. Nook would be excellent. Nursery. Oh, do you know what? Nurse's station, surely, right? So you've got the small upgrade whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 8 instead of 5. Nurse's station. If you have less than 10 steps when you enter this room, set your steps to 20. Nurse's station was so OP they nerfed its effect. What was the original effect? Have I ever heard of the Criminy of Surprise? I have not. I have not of that, no. Does upgrade disc disappear if you don't pick it up in a run? No, I think upgrade disc, yeah, they always, even if you pick it up, if you don't use it, it goes and respawns back where it was. You think the base nursery is better now? You don't really want to keep backtracking to a room. What, just gaining straight 8? There was an infinite interplay between Nurse's Station and the experiments. Open the map and lose 5 steps. So when you went down to 5 steps, you re-enter the nursery. Go back, infinite triggers. I mean, that sounds alright. And whenever you draft another green room, 2 gems will sprout in this room. That's the one I took in the main game, and I've been thoroughly disappointed by it. Set your steps to 20 versus gain 8 steps. Oh yes, that experiment with whenever you open your map, yeah, it's the next 10 times you open your map, I think, isn't it? Yeah. So Polarith reckons the base nursery is the best. 8 extra steps in every bedroom is a lot of steps. "16 steps for bunk room." That's true. It's basically like spawning a banana in every bedroom after you've drafted nursery, isn't it? Yeah, go on. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. That might be the coward's way out. But I think you're right, Polarith. I think you're right. Okay. Well, we don't have planetarium. So with that, I think we're probably going to be calling it a day. I'm not sure why, but I suspect this is Gallery's fault somehow. And I think we should all collectively blame Gallery for this outcome. You took the beige option. I'm proud of you. This is a very beige stream. Excellent. Okie dokie. Well, we're going to be calling it a day here. Call it. Oh, it was so close. We were so close. But I tell you what, the extra runtime on this stream is gonna really put the cat amongst the pigeons in, on the YouTube playback later, right? Because it's such a good run, and the fact that the stream is longer, everyone's going to assume that we did it. But no, you were tricked. What a twist! We didn't actually win today. There we go. Comment below if you fell for the twist. Okay, that's brilliant. Right, at this point, I should probably say thank you very much to YouTube in the future, the people who are watching this recording in the future. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Blueprince Cursed Mode. If you enjoyed this episode and you're enjoying this series, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Next week is the second Tuesday of the month, which is usually when I get a bit of time for a bonus stream. So we might be playing more Curse Mode on Tuesday for a little stream. So do come and join us then. And then we'll be back to Infra as usual next Thursday. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you soon. Goodbye, YouTube.